Hello everyone, it is Brooke from the Junk Parlor. Welcome to my channel. So in today's video, we are gonna hit up a couple thrift stores in Ankeny, Iowa. We have Goodwill and Salvation Army. Which do you think we're going to have more success shopping? Now, I will let you know that since we've lived here, this is gonna be year 3, I did find this awesome piece at Goodwill for $11. Yes, a solid wood piece of furniture for $11 in like 2022 is unheard of. But I sourced that at Goodwill. Now, Salvation Army, on the other hand, is going under a complete remodel. If you've gone thrifting there with me lately, they have a lot of empty aisles because they just moved in a ton of shelving units for their hard goods and they haven't filled them up yet. So I am very excited for what the future holds for Salvation Army. Now, both places, and this is pretty much anywhere, right? Thrift stores have gotten more expensive. And so you'll kind of see that in some of today's clips. And not only did I go to Goodwill and Salvation Army here in Ankeny, which if you want to go ahead and put which stop you think is going to be the winner today down in the comments. We also went to the Thrifty Flea, which I have not been to the Thrifty Flea, but maybe once or twice in 2 or 3 months. I don't even know why. I just haven't made it there. Anytime I go out, it hasn't been when they are open. And prior to that, my first couple years living here in Ankeny, I would go every single Thursday. So once a week for forever to I have been terrible and I haven't gotten to go here lately. We went there and I got a couple pieces from Gary. However, I did not share any of that on film. On Instagram, whenever I go to places and I see cool furniture, because I don't ship furniture, I don't have a booth space, I don't have a brick and mortar anymore, I'm strictly selling online. But when I see awesome pieces of furniture, I try to share those over on my Instagram stories. So this is a little clip of what I shared recently from Thrifty Flea Market.
Okay, check out this set of mid-century modern furniture. There are 5 pieces, 4 pieces. I mean, it's gorgeous. And this mirror is pretty cool too.
All right, let's go thrifting. All right, they're getting the shelves filled up here in Salvation Army. This is kind of scary looking. They have $26 on it, but the eyes and the mouth are just not for me.
Holy moly, they have $22.99 on this wash tub, basin, roaster, whatever you want to call it, no lid. This one is pretty. I like the coloring for $3.99. Signed Rice 82. A couple copper salt and pepper shakers. $4.99, dishwasher safe. $7.99 on this set. Okay, another one that is just a wow. So $35 on this pickle jar, which doesn't have a bail handle, doesn't have a very old lid. I don't even know if it's old. This is a beautiful color, like a pink alabaster. They've got $35 on it. I'm guessing it doesn't work or you need a clock key for it. It does seem to have some age. Well, it is working, but I don't know if you can change the time. But $35. It's definitely different. They've got $30 on it. It's like that velvet background and then it's been painted on. It's a pretty good size too. This is a nice little piece for $2.99. Some kind of warmer. Missing its cork, but you could dig that out and get another one. I'm thinking this is new just because it's so lightweight. There's no markings on the back. I know these are technically perfume, but you could just use them as a sculpture. They are $3.49. Not perfume, aftershave. Made in Mexico. Very, very interesting face. Wow, those are some green pans.
So the first place that I went was Salvation Army, and I did actually luck out. So this wooden bowl I am gonna keep for myself, and I'll show you where I put it here with a whole other stack that I have going. I have some bowls on my kitchen counter, and I have some bowls in front of my fireplace for no other reason than the bottom one is so big, I have nowhere to put it. And then I have a few others just sprinkled around the house. But this bowl was stacked underneath like a newer salad bowl that I'm sure we've all seen at the thrift stores, the salad bowl and then the little serving bowls. And this was priced for less than the salad bowl. And now I'm gonna forget what it was. I think you got to see it in the video, maybe $12.99. But for an antique bowl, hand turned, I thought that was a great price. And then, like I said, Salvation Army is under remodel, so they are slowly getting things out. So there were multiple carts of books, and some of them were vintage Christmas books, and I flipped through them quite a bit. I ended up only grabbing one, which was this Christmas Day kitten, because it's cute with a kitten and the Christmas, and it does have its dust jacket on, but the hardback cover is exactly the same as the dust cover. So it is in really good condition. And all the things that I picked up will be over on the website at thejunkparlor.com. So something I'm doing different this 2025 is when a video comes out where we go thrifting or antique shopping, go to a flea market, whatever, I typically am gonna show you the haul at the end of the video. And those items, then you can go shop for over at thejunkparlor.com. So those two things I picked up at Salvation Army. And then at Goodwill, we got a whole lot of nothing. I have struck out there majority of my trips here recently. So then we went to Thrifty Flea Market. Over on Facebook, I always do a What Is It Wednesday post, and Gary's like, hey, you need to show this for your What Is It Wednesday. So I took some pictures of this, and then he just went ahead and let me have it. I forget what, I did a Google image search, and now I forget what it said that it was. I want to say like, not a skillet. It started with an S though, like a skillet knife or a rifle knife or something like that. But my first impression was it was going to be some kind of tool for clay and pottery. So both sides have sawtooths to them. And then this one is marked and it says Casilli 26 Italy. So if you know what it is exactly, better than my butchered guess or description, put it down in the comments. And if you like playing games like this, what is it? Then go to my Facebook page, and every Wednesday is a What Is It Wednesday post. Now, the goal is, I mean, there's no rules for you guessing, but the goal is to do it without Google image search. Then I picked up this little creamer. I think it was $2. I already took the price tag off. It's not marked or anything, but you know me in green, and this is gonna go back here into this cabinet. Gary always has a ton of brass, and this week was no different. And the only piece I ended up getting were these cardinal birds. I've had this before, and everybody loves birds. He had a really good turtle, a sea turtle, and I really debated it, but it was just more than I wanted to spend. I just wasn't confident in my profit margin because it's not something that I've had before, like the birds. And then he also had an elephant that was new, and I thought it was a panther when he did his little sneak peek video, but it was actually a lion. And I think the lion was probably worth the investment, but I thought it was ugly. So I like to buy things that I like, and I had already told myself, like, if I see it and I'm like, this is awesome, then it's okay to spend a little bit more money on it. But when I saw it, I'm like, this is freaking ugly. And so I didn't want to spend a lot of money on it. And he had them priced pretty high. So there was another dealer in there pretty much buying all the brass things. And I just said, hey, I had the turtle in my hand because I was really thinking about that one. And I said, hey, you can just add this to your pile. So I only came out with the brass birds. These guys were $20, but like I said, I've sold them before, so I know that it was worth spending $20 on. And then another piece of brass that caught my eye this time. I mean, he has so much, but for whatever reason, some pieces just speak to you, and this one spoke to me. I think maybe because somebody had already cleaned it all up and it was nice and shiny. But then upon further inspection, it says in here 50th anniversary. And the part I thought was funny about this is that it gives the years, like instead of just saying that they got married on a such and such date, it like gives the date of the 50th. So to me, that's like on your headstone, they put when you were born and died, when you got married and when you got divorced. I don't know. I just thought it was weird that they put the last year. So this was June 12th, 1907-1957. And then the other thing that's really interesting, confusing to me, they put the couple's name, and I don't think that's supposed to be an E, but you know what? Maybe that's supposed to be an E. It just looks terrible. It looks like Linus or Lernus and Bessie. It looks like an L-R-N-U-S, but I've never heard of that name before. So maybe it is supposed to be L-E-N-U-S, and they just have like messed up on their etching a little bit because the E is similar to Bessie. Anyway, I can show you this on camera and you're not even going to be able to see it because I had the darnest time taking pictures of it so that you could read any of this etching. All that to be said, if you don't want a plate that says 50th anniversary on it, you don't have one because you can't probably read it anyway. But I love the coloring on this, so I grabbed it. And that, folks, is all that I got. That just goes to show you that you, on social media especially, you see people coming home with treasures and getting great hauls. And that's just because they don't videotape all those times that things suck and they don't get it, or it's priced too high, or there isn't anything of interest to them. But that's a part of it. That's what happens. So you just keep going and you keep going, and eventually you're going to get a big score. Nothing this week was like super ecstatic, amazing, but I'm still happy with my little lot. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.